everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. All right, today's topic is how to tell if he is truly committed. How to tell if he is truly committed. Before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to all of you who have donated to help my adopted family. I'm winding it up now. This is the last time I will probably ask you to help this family because next week I'm going to present what we have collected to them. And I just want to thank you so much. And those of you who haven't had the opportunity to donate yet, now is the time. Because remember, whatever you give, the universe is going to give you back. And it's going to multiply and give you more of it. So you really don't want this opportunity to pass to help someone. Because when you bless others, that blessing comes right back to you. So I really appreciate all of you, and I really thank you. Now, let's get on with the message for today. I did pull a very short video, so let's watch this video, and we have a letter. So then we're going to read this letter and dive right into this topic. How to know if he is truly committed. Here we go.
When the man is not fully committed, he will not take responsibility for the woman in a way that will make her feel covered for, provided for, protected, and cherished, and adored, and safe. Therefore, as a result of that, because he's the leader, she then will become more and more independent, which means you do not have a submissive woman anymore. Absolutely. Which means I am also in self-preservation mode because I'm not safe. I don't know if you're going to take care of me. I don't know if you've got one foot out the door. I don't know why you're not signing the papers or giving me the title or doing whatever. To me, all I know is you aren't sure about me. So if you're not sure about me, I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, then we become the problem.
All right, let's dive into this letter. I've been in this relationship for almost 5 years now. I'm 35 and he's 46. And lately he's been asking me to move in with him. But the truth is, I'm carrying a lot of resentment that I haven't fully healed from. There have been so many moments when I felt criticized, belittled, or judged in ways that cut deeper than I let on. So it's been piling up, all right? You know you shouldn't let these kind of things pile up. You should address them when they happen. All right, here we go. At times, he's even diagnosed me with psychological disorders. And those comments stuck with me. Well, you've been with him 5 years and he's probably been chipping away at your self-esteem the whole time. All right. So now he's got you at the point that whatever he says to you, it affects you. All right. Narcissists do that because, they break you down so they can control and attack you. He made me feel so small, misunderstood, and unsafe emotionally. You should have left him long ago. Long time ago. You don't stay with a man long enough for him to beat you down. But ladies, I can understand how this can happen because I've been in relationships, so I'm just telling you so you don't make the mistakes that I did. Trying to make the relationship work. Doing whatever you can to try to make the relationship work. Well, the thing about it is, if he's not committed to the relationship in the first place, there's nothing that you can do that's going to make it work. All right? Whatever his intentions are not honest and not pure. And that's one reason why he's treating you the way that he's treating you. And yet somehow we've kept trying. We agreed that we both needed to work on ourselves separately before making any big decisions about our future. Okay, so what does that mean? You don't move in. You stay at your place, he stays at his place and work on your issues. But yeah, don't move in with it. That was a good decision. I've held onto that hope that maybe growth could give us a clean start someday. Maybe. I'm not saying that he can't heal. And I'm not saying that you can't heal either. Because, you know, probably some of your wounds came from your own childhood. Because, and I say that because you chose him. Okay? Usually, broken people will choose other broken people without realizing it. It's an energy thing. You see, you are drawn to each other. It's a familiar energy. So you come together. But the thing about it is, with him being if he was a narcissist or is a narcissist, well, he's drawn to you because you're good supply. You see, and you get sucked into it because the narcissist can read your energy. The narcissist can tell if you have a fear of being alone. You want to be with somebody. They can feel that energy. So they play on that. They manipulate that. And this is how a lot of women get used and abused because they think that he really cares for them. He really loves them. Of course, he only does it in spurts. It's not a consistent thing. And that's one way you can tell if a man is committed. He's consistent. It's not a hot and cold. And narcissists or people who don't have good intentions are usually hot and cold. Okay? All right. So that's one thing you can look out for. All right. Let's see what else she say. But now I'm struggling. I don't know what his intentions really are. Does he truly love me? Well, from what you said in the letter, it doesn't sound like love to me. Love is not supposed to hurt. Ladies, listen. If you are in a loving relationship, then you should not be hurt at all. Love does not hurt. Ill intentions is what hurts. All right. So don't get it confused when people say, after they hurt you and you in tears and all broken, then they say, well, I love you. That's not love. I'm sorry. But to them, it may be a way to show love because maybe they were raised like that. And that's how their parents or whoever raised them showed love, by beating each other up and then coming together, whatever. You see, so that's why it's important to take your time with people. You want to know what their background was. You want to know how they grew up. And if you can see their people and see, who they are, it'll give you an idea about who he is. Okay? All right. Is he really trying to build a healthy foundation with me? For him? Yeah, for he believes that it's healthy. It's going to be for him, not for you. But the foundation he's building is for him. And the only reason he would ask you to move in with him is for his own benefit. He feels like you're coming in, clean the place, cook for him, sex him up, or whatever else he needs. You understand? And maybe you're the type of woman who wouldn't give him any trouble. So you would be ideal to move in. Or is he just trying to pull me into a situation where I help him shoulder the financial responsibilities of his home? Well, it could be that. You didn't tell me enough in the letter to assume that that's what the situation is. But usually, if a man owns his own home, all right, and he's been there for a while, usually he wants you to come in and be the maid and the slave. He's not looking for you to come in to pay half the mortgage. And I'm saying usually, Okay? That's not the reason why he's asking you to come there, but you will pay in your blood to be with him if you move in. All right? Because he will work you for your stay. All right. I'm trying to understand whether this is about love or convenience. It's about his convenience. This is not love, period. And the thing about it is, a lot of couples are together saying that they are in love. People, you don't fall in love like that. When you meet somebody and you got butterflies, you can't sleep at night, you're thinking about them all the time. That's not love. I'm sorry. That's not love. That's infatuation. Love is deeper than that. It's a deeper bond than that. Now, people use the love so freely, you know. Men will use it if they want sex from you. And you're trying to say, "Oh no, not right now. Not I don't want to do it. I'm trying to be celibate." No, ladies, number one, don't put yourself in a situation where it's just you and the man, and you got to plead with him that you're celibate. You don't want to be in that kind of situation. But the thing about the man, what he'll do, if it gets a little tough for him to have sex with you, and if he's a young man, now I'm talking about a man, 18, 20, 25, those young men, they're back talking with the boys, and the boys say, "Did you get it yet? Did you do it yet?" You see, so you're just, a notch on the totem pole. You got to watch out for that because young boys, they're just out for sex. So don't hook up. If you're young, don't hook up with a young boy between 18 and 25 and think you got a committed relationship. No. You have probably just have a sexual relationship if you're having sex, and I hope that you're not, but most likely you are. I was talking to a young man uh, just the other day. And the thing about it is, we were talking about what men want. And he's heard my videos, and he knows that I say that men want sex. And he said, "Yeah, yeah, that's what it's about. That's why we out here, for sex." Well, young men have that mindset. But when a man gets mature and he's a stable man and he's financially stable, unless he's perverted, now that's different. If he's perverted, then that's outside the box. But people inside that box, is the normal old Joe man that's stable. He's not going to risk what he has built on something frivolous. Okay, he's going to take his time. And he probably would start something on a serious note. It's usually the guys who don't have anything that are loose with commitment. They're loose because they don't plan to stay with you, and they'll stay with you as long as it's good. And then they off to the next one, and they'll stay with her as long as it's good. And some men won't even stay as long as it's good. They just hit and keep going like that. And then they have the nerve to try to come back around, do the same thing again to you. And because women feel like they need a man so bad. Can't hardly make it without a man. I can't sleep at night unless I got a man. Well, I want you to realize that that is a mindset program. You have been programmed to think that way. And all you need to do is change your focus when you hear it coming up, because that mindset will lead you down the path of sorrow. If you feel like you need your better half, like they say, your significant other, if you're that type of person that you think you need that in your life, you need, not want. See, it's a difference between wanting something and needing it. Usually people say need because I'm nothing without this. I got this. This is my survival. I need this. You see, if you're in that category that you feel like you need a man in your life, then you need healing. You need to be healed, because That's why a lot of you get broken in many pieces by these men who are not serious. If a man is truly committed to you, you won't have any confusion. You won't lose any sleep at night. Your intuition won't be telling you, you can't trust him. But he didn't call today. You'll have none of that. Everything will be clear, above board, transparent. And he will make sure of that. He wants you to trust him. You see? Now, these other guys, they don't even trust themselves. So, they don't expect for you to trust them. But for them, it's a game. Now, I'm talking about men who are not committal. It's just a game. Just how many women that they can hit and miss, hit and keep going, or that kind of thing. And remember, there are energy vampires out there. See, it's so much for you to look out for. And the energy vampire, he'll be with you just to suck your energy. He's like he's like a narcissist. He just comes to suck you dry. Have you ever seen these men, nice looking men, hook up with a woman and she's a professional woman, got it all going on? But by the time he's done with her and the relationship turns sour, he walks off with probably a whole big bag of whatever she owned, and she's left devastated. Ladies, I'm telling you, that's your fault because of your own desperation to be in these relationships. And you don't take your time to screen these people. It's like a job interview. You don't interview them. I mean, you don't sit down and ask them a whole lot of questions, but you're savvy enough to try to see them in different situations. Like when you are with a new person and you've been together maybe a month or two, you need to take a trip with them, a day trip, maybe a car trip, 2 or 3 hour car trip with them. 2 hours at least there, 2 hours back. You got to see if you could travel with this person, because if he's not committed to you, he's going to show you on that trip. Okay? That's a good way to find out about these men, other than, the regular way. And many of the men are so good at covering up their true intentions. Ladies, that's why you rely on your inner guidance. You all have it. Many of you don't listen to it, but you all have guidance in the form of your intuition, and it's always going to tell you yes or no. But your ego would talk you out of a no and say, don't be silly. You ain't going to get nobody else. You better hold on to this one. Look what he got. That's your ego. That's not your intuition. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps somebody. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.